of Shades, a very warm welcome to you all, and especially our VIP guests, the Chairman of the East Sussex County Council, Peter Pragnell, our Mayor, Nigel Sinden, and Deputy Mayor, James Bacon, and last but not least, our newest patron, Michael Foster. Thanks to Reverend Luke Dean and the church wardens for allowing us to use St Peter and St Paul for this performance. A note about the toilets. Although they're that way, if you could follow the signs and go the long way round, please, it'll save you tripping up over our equipment. And the emergency exits are as shown. So that way, I'm not going to do my air hostess bit, but and that way. Shades is a Christian theatre company whose members come from a variety of Christian backgrounds. We usually perform plays and sketches with a gospel theme. However, we have diversified in the past and have performed a pantomime as well as a play about social issues, alternative accommodation. And we have delved into history before with a very powerful story, The Diary of Anne Frank. And there is a board display up there with our previous performances on. We are often humorous, but we always endeavour to make people pause and think. And tonight is no exception. We felt that we wanted to mark the 100 years since the end of the First World War in our own special way. The performers tonight present a small number of our members, but we will always do with more, especially more young members. So if you feel that you would like to join us, do please speak to us. We do ask you to suspend your belief a little, as we are a tad over 20, which was the average age of the servicemen. It's a sobering thought that the youngest soldier to die was 14, and we have one of our young members here tonight who is near enough that age, Charlie over there, and 100 years ago could have been one of those soldiers. He's looking after our technical stuff tonight. There are dark moments, as this was a dark time in our history, but there are also moments of laughter. We really want you to feel part of this cabaret, so please join in the singing. And please feel free to wave your flags. We are not a singing company, so we do need your help with singing. So let's raise the roof. The food on your tables has been researched and is authentic. We ask that you consume it during the interval, but if you must munch, please do quietly. There is an explanation on the tables, and there's an authentic edition which isn't on there, and that's the parking. We ask that you stay at your tables during the interval, please. The poems are from an anthology that traces the course of the war, and we have selected at least one poem from each section. All the poems, apart from the first and the last, have been written by the men who were there, and they reflect what they thought, felt and saw. The songs follow the same timeline. So we're going to take you on a journey from early visions and the eagerness to go to war, to puzzled questioning, realism, bitter satire, and perspectives from those looking back on the war. So we begin where we are, in the present.
Highwood by Philip Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Highwood, called by the French Bois de Fenot, the famous spot which in 1916, July, August and September, was the scene of long and bitterly contested strife by nature of its high commanding site. Observe the effect of shell fire on the trees standing and fallen. Here is wire. This trench, for many months inhabited, 12 times changed hands, they soon fall in, used later as a grave. It has been said on good authority that in fighting for this patch of wood were killed somewhere above 8,000 men, of whom the greater part are buried here. This mound on which you stand being, Madam, please, you are kindly requested not to touch or take away the company's property as souvenirs. We have on sale a large variety, all guaranteed. As I was saying, all is as it was. Here is an unknown British officer, the tunic having lately rotted off. Please, follow me this way. The path, sir, please. The ground, which was secured at great expense, the company leaves absolutely untouched. And in that dugout, genuine, we provide refreshments at a reasonable rate. You are requested not to leave about paper or ginger beer bottles or orange peel. There are waste paper baskets at the gate.
With a smile, a funny smile. 5 feet none, he's an awful little codger with a smile, a sunny smile. Flush or broke, he'll have his little joke. He can't be surprised. All the other fellows have to grin when he gets this off his chest.
The Soldier by Rupert Brooke. If I should die, think only this of me, that there's some corner of a foreign field that is forever England. There shall be, in that rich earth, a richer dust concealed, a dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware, gave once her flowers to love, her ways to roam, a body of England's breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blessed by sons of home. And think this heart, all evil shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind, no less gives somewhere back the thoughts by England given, her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her day, and laughter learnt of friends, and gentleness in hearts at peace under an English heaven.
Brother Bertie went away to do his bit the other day, with a smile on his lips and the Fallen by Lawrence Binyon. With proud thanksgiving, a mother for her children mourns her dead across the sea. Flesh of her flesh they were, spirit of her spirit, fallen for the cause of the free. Solemn the drums thrill, death, august, royal, sings sorrow up into immortal spheres. There was music amidst the desolation, and glory that shines upon our tears. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They stormed to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall not grow old, as we who are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. They mingle not with their laughing comrades again. They sit no more at familiar tables of home. They have no lot with the labours of the daytime. They sleep beyond England's foam. But where their desires are and their hopes profound, felt like a wellspring hidden from sight, to the innermost heart of their own lands they are known, as the stars are known to the light. As the stars that shall be bright when we are dust, moving in, marching on the heavenly plain, as the stars that are starry in our time of darkness, to the end, they remain.
Can I help you, madam?
Oh, I'm looking for an outfit. I've just been to another store, but it was a long way away, and I was getting rather tired, so I came back here.
Perfectly understandable. I'm sure we can fit you out with the perfect wardrobe and at a much better price, I believe.
Oh, I do hope so. I understand the other place is rather expensive, and they want to take most of the things you've got.
What a nerve. Claiming to be the only official outfitter in town and then charging the highest prices. What sort of outfit would you like?
Oh, a suit of armour.
A suit of what?
Armour. I've just joined up to fight the battle, and this is a list of armour they say I should wear.
That armour. Well, of course, we do have an old suit like that out the back, I believe. But take my word for it, you wouldn't like it.
Why not?
It's simply gauche. Nobody will be seen dead in a suit like that these days.
But they say I have to have one. They say put on the whole armour. Said I can't go into battle without it.
Very well. What do you need first?
Oh, the girdle of truth.
A girdle?
Yes, it says I have to gird up my loins with truth. Well, have you got one or not?
Just a minute. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yes. There we go. May I?
Oh, it's awfully tight. Haven't you got a larger size?
Oh, sorry. You know how truth is. One size supposedly fits all. So constricting, don't you think?
Yes, but I have to have it They said put on the whole armour.
I have something better.
Oh, good.
It's the, where's it gone? Ah, yes, the Belt of Regulations. Lovely piece of work, studded with artificial do's and don'ts. Yes.
Oh, this one's even worse. I can hardly breathe.
Some people like that hidebound feeling. Oh, but I'm sure I can find something more to your liking.
Oh,
There we go.
good. What's that?
Let's see now. Ah, the sash of sincerity. There we are. Try it on. I think you'll find it more comfortable.
Well, it feels fine, but they said that I can't go into battle unless I gird up my loins.
Exactly. How can you go into a battle with a tight old belt around your waist? Dearie me, the sash of sincerity is every bit as good as the girdle of truth, and much more fashionable.
Oh,
Anyway, who needs truth if you've got sincerity?
right. And I'll take the sash.
Yes. Next.
Oh, the breastplate of righteousness. What's the matter?
It's an ugly old thing. Dearie me, you'll absolutely hate it. Probably rusty by now, weighs a ton. They've been out of style for ages.
But I have to have one. They said I can't go into battle unless I have one.
Try this. No, that's not it. I'll better show that.
Oh,
There we are. No. That's it.
oh, it does look rather uncomfortable. Yes.
I have an alternative. I have something that may suit you better.
Oh, what's that?
Try this.
Huh? Oh, all right.
There we are.
Feels fine. But how can it replace the breastplate of righteousness?
Look at the badge over the pocket.
Oh, is it an alligator?
No, it's a smiley face. The international symbol
Of righteousness?
niceness. You are wearing the sports shirt of niceness, a perfect substitute.
Really?
Trust me.
Oh. Now, the shoes of the gospel.
Right here. The most unattractive footwear known to man. Tell me, wouldn't you rather wear those nice trainers you've got on?
Well, yes, I suppose I would, but they told me
Well,
that I
of
had...
course they would. They were probably jealous of your fine shoes. Let me show you what you really need. The shoestrings of the gospel. You can wear your own shoes and make a statement at the same time. Aren't they marvellous?
Or I think I'd feel rather silly wearing these. Someone might see them.
Oh, my thoughts precisely. That's why I have got the socks of the gospel.
The what?
100% cotton with the same design as the shoelaces. But who's to see? They'll be hidden away inside those comfy shoes of yours.
How much do they cost?
A pittance. A fraction of what you'd pay for those ugly shoes.
Oh, right. Next I need the shield of faith.
A shield. Well, you certainly need faith, but you don't need a shield. Nobody's used a shield for centuries. Wars are not fought with bows and arrows anymore. This is the atomic age.
Well then, what do I need?
The sunglasses of faith. Here we are. To shield your eyes on the battlefield. Try these on. Here we are.
But these sunglasses are pitch black. I can't see a thing.
Naturally. They're for blind faith.
But I couldn't go into battle with these. I think I'll take the shield. Oh.
You need a shield? I'll give you a shield. But not one of those big brass things. Yeah. Have a badge.
A badge?
Yes. They've got the shield shape on the front. It takes a woman. Yes, they've got the shield shape on there. They're smaller. You can pin them right on your shirt. They're the badges of belief.
But I need faith.
Faith, belief, it's the same thing. Just look at the wonderful slogans on these badges. Seeing is believing. Windsurfers do it standing.
Oh, I like this one. Make believe, not war.
Oh, it's you!
Oh, I now need the helmet of salvation.
Helmet of salvation. Deary me. Have you got a miserable helmet in here? When you look at that. Let's see, the helmet of salvation. What we need is... Believe me, that helmet is like a dog, like wearing a galvanized bucket on your head. It is. What's the important thing about salvation?
Spending eternity with...
No, security. That's what you need. That's what everybody wants, security. And that's what you get with the headband of security. Absorbent cloth keeps you dry in the heat of the battle.
A headband? Oh, it doesn't seem to be the right thing for this sort of war.
Then try the hairspray of holiness.
Holiness? They said I needed that too.
Holiness. It's artificial, of course, but who's to know? There we are. Look at that. Makes a lovely halo effect when the light hits it right.
Yes, but I'll stick with the headbands.
Very good. That leaves, let me see, don't tell me, the sword of the spirit.
That's right.
Much too expensive. Deary me. Useless too. Fine for museums, but not much else. I have something better.
Oh, what's that?
The tie tack of tolerance.
Brass knuckles of doctrine.
Oh. The knuckles of doctrine. The knuckle dusters of doctrine. Well, I think I can't offer you the brass knuckle dusters of doctrine at the moment. They seem to...
Oh, well...
I think we better move on to the top.
Well, I hope they were sharp enough anyway, because it is a war.
Here we are. Let me show you the tie tack of tolerance. People will just have to imagine the brass knuckles. Imagine, they can't walk on their own. There we are. This is the tie tack of tolerance. Our designers have reduced the sword of the spirit to this size for ornamental purposes. And of course, there's still a bit of a stick pin on the back.
Ooh. I don't think I could go into battle with this. It would hardly draw blood.
Blood? We are talking about fashion. Just look at you. You have the sash of sincerity, the sports shirt of niceness, the socks of the gospel, the shield of belief, the headband of security, and the tie tack of tolerance. What more could a soldier want?
I suppose I do look rather good, don't I? I'll take the whole armour, outfit.
Very good. How would you like to pay?
Oh, check.
Oh.
Who do I make it payable to?
I am Mr. Zebub, so it's B.L. Zebub. Z-E-E-B-U-B. Lovely. Thank you, sir.
I guess I'll wear the whole outfit home.
Very good. That will make things much easier.
And thank you so much. I'm glad I came to this shop and not the other one.
So am I.